But next up is Chief Williford, and I want to say, Chief, you and I had some great visits over the summer. We started to envision how to make police officers safer as drivers, but then when he heard some of the other things we're doing, everything you've heard here, he said, I want my police officers to help veterans. I want my officers to have a chance to help rescue people from human trafficking. And I want you to bring one of your vehicles, one of your ambulances to College Park and be part of what we're doing when we do conduct stings around the airport. So I basically, when I heard your great enthusiasm for everything, Chief, I thought this is a great moment. I've worked with a lot of counties, and I am in Cobb County a lot as I do live there. But we didn't get this kind of support on the north side. So I want to give you some extra credit and invite you to come up here and share your thoughts on what we're going to do together. Chief Williford.
Thank you, Lynn. Chairman Turner, Chief, thank you guys for what you guys are doing in Clayton County and for partnering up here as well. Our journey in College Park started on a quest to improve our officers' driving habits. We were having problems with officers having boneheaded traffic accidents. And so we started thinking, okay, what can we do to step up training for our folks to make them a little bit safer? And first thing I thought of was, aside from classroom, maybe some driving simulation. And so we initiated that and reached out to Lynn and Safe America, started having that conversation, and then we expanded into the veterans transport, human trafficking, and then active shooter with the events in El Paso and Walmart stores. And there was even a thing in just a couple of days ago where 6 people were shot in an active shooter situation. So those things are happening, and we need to address them. We hear a lot of talk about doing things, but sometimes we just don't see the doing get done. And so we want to get proactive and do our best to make an impact and impact the lives of our citizens. For most people may not know that College Park and Clayton County both house a good portion, the majority portion of the Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport. That airport property sits in the northwest quadrant of Clayton County, and also a good portion of it sits inside the city of College Park. World's busiest airport. It's one reason we have the second largest hotel district in Georgia. A lot of folks coming through our town, our city, Clayton County, for major events. Hotels fill up, things happen. When hotels fill up, human traffickers go to work. They bring in their stables of products, if you will, or a stable of goods, if you will, human beings, to be trafficked and engaged in the sex trade. And we see a lot of that particularly during major events. Big conferences come into town and those kinds of things. Final Four comes to town, Super Bowl, all those events attract that kind of crime. And we want to make an impact. Speaking of, Jennifer was up a few minutes ago. She was reaching out to a group of Girl Scouts yesterday at one of our local schools, and the conversation was about safety. There was a big conversation about internet safety and about safety on certain apps, and she engaged with those 8 or 9 young ladies, had some very frank and conversations about safety and swapping stories and giving advice on how to not let themselves be victims, or if they are victims, developing strategies to get away and go get help. So we're proud to be a part of it, Lynn. Thank you.